he never returns to the teacher again. Like a male who has enjoyed a woman, then leaves her. Like a deer who enjoys the forest, but when the forest is burnt, he leaves. Like a bird enjoys the fruits of a tree, but when the tree is empty, he leaves. And like a beggar who only stays at one's door until he has received his donation, then he also leaves. Hey Uddhav, this is the first type of prem, called Upadik prem, and that we find in this world. But our prem to Krishna was not like that. Neither was Krishna's prem to us like that. Our prem and his prem to us was completely pure. Therefore, Uddhav, can you say, why did it break if it was pure? Uddhav hung his head, he could not give an answer. Therefore, Uddhav failed the entrance examination to the school of prem. From a distance he gave pranam to the principal, Radhika, and the teachers, Lalita and Vishaka, but he could not gain admission into the school of prem of the gopis. Therefore Krishna was thinking, at least if I send Uddhav, then Uddhav can learn something about what is prem, and when he returns to Mathura, then we can discuss. But Uddhav failed that examination. Then Uddhav saw one gopi who was lying on a bed of lotuses, and her sakis were pouring chandan on her body, but that chandan was drying very rapidly because of the heat of separation from her body. And she was Deyanti Krishna Sangamam. She was remembering her previous association with Krishna. And also now, she was remembering what Krishna will be doing in Mathura. Oh, how he would be enjoying with the Rajkumaris, the princesses there. And thinking that, and thinking of Krishna in this way, she saw one bee and began to address that bee as a messenger of Krishna. But Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that bee is none other than Krishna himself, who came here to taste the moods emanating from the mouth of Srimati Radhika. Therefore, when the bee, mistaking Radhika's lotus feet for a flower, came near, then Radharani began to abuse that bee. Mas Prisangam Sapatnya. Hey, Madhusudan, don't touch me, you are impure. Madhusudan means one who drinks madhu or honey, that is the bee. But another Madhusudan is one who drinks alcohol. Therefore, Radhika said, hey Madhusudan, your Krishna is there in Mathura, drinking the nectar from the lotus mouths of the Rajkumaris there. Therefore he has become completely intoxicated. And because you are his friend, you are also like that. Therefore you are impure. Therefore don't touch me. Go away from here. Otherwise, how your moustache became yellow, Srimati Radhika said. Krishna is embracing the wives of the Yadus there. And the kumkum from their bodies is going on Krishna's flower garland. You went on the flower garland of Krishna, therefore the kumkum from that flower garland came on your moustache, therefore it is yellowish. The bee said, no Swamini, this moustache color is my natural color. But Radharani said, never, that's not possible. Only one who sends a messenger like you, he will only be ridiculed in the assembly of the Yadus. Don't the Yadus know what Krishna is doing with their wives? Therefore they become a joke, and one who sends a messenger like you, he will also be a joke. Isn't it? Because you have 6 feet. A human is most intelligent because he has 2 legs. But a donkey is more stupid because he has 4. But how much stupid you must be if you have 6 legs, and someone who sends a messenger like you can imagine how stupid he would be. Therefore, Radhika said, and why you're singing about that black one here? Because there is no one here to give you a donation. We left everything for Krishna. We cannot even give you 1 chickpea. Therefore, if you want a donation, you should go and sing to those who will appreciate your Krishna Katha. You go back to Mathura. We left everything for him, and what benefit? Then Radhika said, we heard from Purnamasi, there was one black fellow. The name did not say, but that is Lord Ram. In Treta Yuga, that Asid means that non-white fellow. He killed a monkey. How foolish he is, because killing a monkey is no benefit. You cannot eat the meat, nor can you use the skin from the monkey. Therefore he engaged himself in sinful activities for no benefit to himself. And that lusty fellow, he took sannyas, but he went with his wife. And another lusty woman came to enjoy with him. But what did he do? He could have said, no, I won't marry you. But what did he do instead? He cut off her nose and ears, that not only he would not enjoy her, but no one would ever enjoy her. And that's another black. His name was Barman. I'm not saying his name, but that's Barman there. He stole everything from his own devotee, then bound him like a crow. Therefore the bee asked, then if this Krishna is so bad, how come you're constantly talking about him? Radhika said, what can we do? We can leave him, but we cannot leave his katha. Because Krishna katha is like that. In one whose ear one drop of this Krishna katha has entered, he will become mad, and he will come to Vrindavan like a bird, weeping. And not only will he weep, he will make others weep by telling this katha. Then Radhika said, oh, that Krishna, will he ever come back here? Does he sometimes remember us? And weeping, she said, Ha Nad Ramana Presta, Kwase Kwase Mahabuja. Hey Krishna, hey Ramana, hey Krishna, hey Ramana Presta, best of beloveds, Kwase Kwase Mahabuja. Your arms are very strong. Please come here and put again your aguru-ascended hand upon our heads. And saying this, Radharani fell unconscious on the ground. Seeing all this, Uddhav became astonished and offered many prayers. Yavai Sriyachitam Ajadaribe Atmakame Yogeswara Apiyat Atmana Rasa Gostam Krishna Sastu Bhagavata Chalanadavindam Nyastas Taneshabidu Parivritta Kama. Hey, that Krishna for who even Brahma, Shiva and others cannot even meditate in their minds, those lotus feet of Krishna which are worshipped even by Lakshmi, then that same Krishna keeps those same lotus feet where? Which even Brahma and Shiva cannot think of. Krishna keeps those feet upon the chests of the gopis. Then Bande Nanda Brajastri and Padarena Viksanam. Finally Uddhav did dandavats. I pay my dandavats to the speck of dust on the foot of Radhika, because her Harikatha is so pure, it purifies the three worlds. Therefore Uddhav prayed like that and returned to Mathura. Then Guruji says 60 years before, Gurudev came here with his own Gurudev, and this whole place was covered by thousands and thousands of kadamba trees. Those kadamba trees were so thick, so fat, and so thickly set together, even you cannot pass, you have to pass in single file. But now, because of mismanagement of the government, then all the trees here became dried and became finished. So Gurudev said he had a desire to again plant this whole area with kadamba trees, but the government, instead of assisting, only hindered. Even Gurudev said, we won't take 1 rupee from you, we'll spend our own money, but still they will not agree. Therefore Guru Maharaj said, anyhow, by hook or by crook, we excavated this pond, and one Mahatma is sitting here, and he is not afraid of anyone, of any ghosts or spirits or any government person or police or dacoits. He is staying here and looking after these kadamba trees. Now all these trees are kadamba trees, but Guru Maharaj says we want to put a few hundred more on the back there and make this place level. And this is the Rasastali of Radha Krishna. We want to cover that in marble and build a small hut so the Mahatma can live here. So if anyone from Delhi or especially Pradesh feel inclined to help, that would be a great service to our Sampradaya. Go Premanandi!
I am going, but you should, in the evening, you should collect some money and give it to Tirtha Maharaj. He will give it to Pandit.